Okay, let's try these 4 function questions. Gee, it's a nice 12 marks because you just learn how it works and it's not so hard because this question's a hyperbola. It's got 2 branches. One of the branches is the y-axis and the other one is the line y equals -1. You can't let x equal 0 because you're not allowed to divide by 0. But if you let y equal 0, if y is 0, this has to be 1 minus 1. X must be 3. Well, that's enough information to sketch the graph. Y equals -1 is one of the branches. X equals 0. The y-axis is the other branch. And it goes through x equals 3. So you put a 3 there. It's good to label the asymptote, y equals -1, and there's your 2 branches. If that's positive, the 2 branches are here, and then you label it. That's it, all done. Now, this is an exponential graph, but you have to know when that's a fraction, it takes off to the left. 0 and 1 is a point. -4, y equals -4 is the airport it takes off from on the bottom. But if you let that equal 0, you're going to get y equals -3. Well, let's take a look at that. So there's y equals -3. It takes off and it goes through -2. Well, that's a bit tricky. How did I know that that was -2? Well, let's see. Well, y you let equal 0, and a half is really 2 to the -1. So this is 2 to the -x. You add 4. 4 is 2 squared equals 2 to the -x. That means -x equals 2, so x equals -2. That is the x-intercept when y is 0. Now, that's a little bit trickier, but if you know the shape of it, you should know it goes up to here. You'd get 3 of the 4 marks just by getting that and the asymptote. Y equals 4, you just have to go to the y. Right there at 4, you write a line. Y is always equal to 4. I probably should have labeled 4. There's your x and y. That's all that is. This is a happy parabola that turns and starts at 1. So it must be looking like this. It starts at 1. There's the x-axis. I let this a little bit low here. So it's 0 and 1. If x is 0, that's where it turns, right there. Now, you might pick another point, like 1. 3 times 1 squared is 3. Plus 1 is 4. So 1 and 4, and it's got to be the same on the other side. If you have this shape and you have the turning point, you might get all the marks anyways. It came a little off my picture here. I'll fix it in a bit, but this is the x-axis here and the y-axis here, and then I labeled it with my equation.